What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. People, in today's video, we want to discuss why people jump onto this bash the ANC bandwagon, right? And whether it makes sense or not. I mean, let's be honest, there are pros and cons to the ANC. But to a lot of people and to most people, it's just cons and no pros at all. So let's get into it and let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know, family, right? Hello. People, that we always hear the same thing over and over and over again, right? So the thing that you'll always hear is that these people have destroyed, they have completely and utterly just, I don't know what they would do, annihilated an economy, right? And to some extent, that is true. But again, to be really honest with you, at no extent is that true at all, if I tell you that. Because everyone is telling you now, the ANC has messed up a lot. The ANC has destroyed this. The ANC has done this. The ANC, it's all negative stuff. The ANC is corrupt. And I totally agree with some of the stuff. And what I do agree with is that the ANC is corrupt and the ANC has failed to maintain and build upon what they inherited. I will agree to that. But what I won't agree to is when people say they destroyed the economy. Now, why am I saying this? People, a lot of people don't want to acknowledge the fact that there are facts that have to be considered before you blame, accuse, and tarnish the ANC's bad name. Now, what is so bad? Let me explain. One, during apartheid, during South Africa's heyday, economy was running, the economy was good. Everybody will tell you that, right? Everybody will tell you things were cheap, things were this, and wow, you know, which is true, right? It all was true. We cannot deny that, right? That was the way it was, right? But here's the real gist and the truth that people skip, and like people don't want when they speak, they tend to omit the truth, right? Apartheid economy was built for 5 to 7 million people. That we need to be honest about, right? 5 to 7 million people. That's what the economy was built to cater to. Right? Now, people, please explain to me how a system that is meant to cater for 5 to 6 million people, right, can run so smoothly, so fluid, without any interruptions at all. Even with corruption involved, it still runs smoothly. How is that possible? It's possible because the system was built to cater for 5 to 7 million people. When the ANC took over, the economy was still catering for only 5 to 7 million people. The majority of black South Africans, colored and Indians were excluded from that 5 to 7 million economy. So on the surface, of course, it looks all great, it looks all dandy, it looks all nice. But the reality is, it's not catering to everybody, right? And at that time, I think there was like 38, 39, 35 million South Africans, right? Was it 40 million, 42 million at that time, right? But it was only catering for about 5 to 7 million. Enter 1994. The economy starts to show, well, by what? By 98, I think? 98, 99, 2000, the early 2000s. Oh, now the cracks start to show because now there's an influx of foreigners. Oh, now the majority of the people are now needing to be catered for by the economy. No, people. The ANC did not destroy the economy. The ANC failed to maintain. Well, they're maintaining it. Not just as great, they're still maintaining it. And they didn't destroy the economy. They just didn't build upon what they had inherited. That's the honest truth. Now, we can bash the ANC for all the bad things that they do, which is warranted. I totally agree. They're corrupt. They're not. They have their own ideas of what they want to do with the country. Some of which I agree with, to be honest. And the real truth is that the DA is not out here to save South Africa, trying to rescue South Africa, trying to fix South Africa. That's a lie. If that was the truth, then why is the DA not trying to fix the Western Cape? Okay, let's start. Let's start. Let's look at the homeless situation in Cape Town. Is the DA doing anything about that? Anything concrete? Let's start there. Anything concrete? We don't see it. People are getting more and more desperate. There's more homeless people now, more than ever in the Western Cape. Two, the crime levels. People, the DA has the capacity, the budget, the equipment, the infrastructure, the facilities, everything at their disposal to do something about the crime. Gang violence is something that should never be increasing, but it should have been decreasing. But there is no political will from the DA to fix that. Excuse me, right? But here they will tell you they want to fix, or they can fix South Africa. How can you fix South Africa if you can't even fix the Western Cape? That's my question. So you can lie all you want to as the DA. You can slander the ANC, but you are just in the same boat as the ANC. The only difference is you run a province, they run the entire country. So yes, their problems will be magnified more than yours because you just have one province, and even that one province that you have, you are failing. You are failing to fix the injustices, the inequalities of your province, while catering to the already catered to section of the city, of the province. Now, I may be wrong putting it like that because there's a lot of good things that the DA does. Are you telling me that that the ANC only does bad things? No. Go to Johannesburg's leafy suburbs. Well, tell me that the ANC does nothing over there, right? Tell me the ANC does nothing over there. Black Americans come to South Africa and they tell you Cape Town is beautiful, but I like the vibe of Johannesburg. I'm moving to Johannesburg. Why would they move to Johannesburg that is run by the ANC, right? Run by the ANC and was totally useless or totally uninhabitable, so to speak, since things are so bad in Johannesburg. You know what I'm saying? Guys, yes, Tembisa, yes, Alexandra, yes, Arnold Deep Club and Sebokeng and Orlando and whatever. Those places, they need a whole lot of work, right? But when the DA speaks, it almost speaks like Kailicha was revamped and now it looks like Sea Point. It talks like Danoon is revamped and now it's looking like Camp Bay. It talks like Yanga and Langa and Philippi are revamped and now they're looking like Bantry Bay and what. People, I hate to say it, right? But I feel like as bad as the ANC is, right? They are on the right track. Of course, they are onto something. They really know something that we don't. They are keeping their cards close to their chest because they have they have a checkmate move that they want to play against the DA. Now, what does that move entail? I don't know the specifics, but what I do know is that it encompasses de-dollarization, anti-American sentiment, ways around the tariff system, and just all around trying to move away from the West, of which the DA is totally opposed to. What surprises me is this, right? If you are truly a South African, proudly South African person, right, you wouldn't build a parallel government to the one that is currently there. What you would what you would rather try to do is you try to vote the current government out, get them out by any means necessary, and then start afresh. Guys, it doesn't help when the official government is in America with doing busy with negotiations. And then you got a party also in America with its own delegation, also having a sidebar with the same American government. Now, obviously, race becomes the issue because now there's two parties speaking to one government, a black party and a white party. And people, I don't know if it should be classed as treason. I don't know if it should be classed as a crime. I don't know if it should be classed as something, but it is something. And that thing is not right what the DA does. Seriously, guys. As South Africa, we need to speak with one voice. Even if we're moving in the wrong direction, we need to let those that are in power do what they need to do or do what they think is right for the country. Let their term lapse. If we can't get them out before their term lapses, then we fix it after they've gone. But to now insert yourself in positions that you clearly not is defiant in itself. But most people think that, I don't know, I'm crazy or I'm stupid when I mention these things, right? But here's the thing, right? I always think to myself, man, what would you do, right? If you were in charge of a house and you decided to bring in a boarder to live in one of your rooms. And every time you try to make a decision, the boarder is also there, goes behind your back, and also makes a decision concerning the house. So it's said that it has now come to this where we're having an official government stance and a party stance. I don't know if it's I don't know how I don't know how the GA thinks. I really think I really shudder to think or I'm starting to believe that the DA now thinks that they are bigger, they are I don't know, immune, you know, immune to listening to other people or listening to authority. Because let's be honest, right? Yeah, they are in the GNU, but they are a minority party. They are not a majority party. Let's be honest on that. So they can come with a 22%. So they can give 22% input, but not to go as far as trying to give 50% input when you only have 22% of the vote. That's my question. That's my problem. So to fully blame the ANC for everything. That is a total injustice, I think. Because the problems in the Western Cape have almost certainly nothing to do with the ANC, because the DA has been in power in the Western Cape for the past 20 years of the 30 years, right? So let's go back, let's retrack, guys. The apartheid system wasn't built over a period of 5 to 10 years. Yeah, guys, colonization, then apartheid, guys, it has taken almost, I don't know, since the 1600s, since the arrival of the colonialists. They built this thing, right? They built this thing from the 1600s already, and it's only now in 1994. So from 1600 to 17th to the 18th to the 19th, they built a system that only catered for 5 to 7 million people all that time. Now you saying from 19th to the 2000s to the 2010s, guys. When I'm saying 2010s, I'm even lying. It's supposed to be from the 19th to the 2000s. That's just sad, man. That people just think that you can reverse almost 400 years, almost, I don't know, you know, in just 30 years. Man, that's just insane. That is insane. So, correction, the ANC is not destroying the economy. The economy is being overwhelmed because it never catered for so many people. It excluded so many people. So that's not destroying the economy. Let's rather reframe the wording and say the ANC has failed to maintain and then build upon, but not even, I can't even say maintain, because guys, let's be honest. There's so many good things about South Africa, even though there's so many bad things happen, but there's still a lot of good under the ANC. Let's be honest, guys. Look, free healthcare, free primary schooling. Some high schoolers even go for free. Guys, come on. Which other African country can boast of the luxuries that we have here in South Africa? As much as I hate to be a dependent state, right? How many people can, how many African countries can boast a grant system? It's nothing to boast about. Trust me when I tell you that it's nothing to boast about. But just that there is that human side where they're saying those that can't afford, those that are disabled, those that are whatever grants that people get. Guys, in most other countries, when you go and you get involved in a car accident, that's on you. If you don't have the bills to pay for your own rehabilitation, that's your problem. Yeah, we still have a government that pays you from the road accident fund. Guys, come on. There are people that have went to hospital and gotten basically free operations. Free operations. You're just paying the admin fee and you're getting an operation. Yes, the waiting period may be long, but you're still getting a free operation and a quality one at that. And you still want to complain. Nah, guys. Yes, let's condemn, let's swear, let's criticize the government where they go wrong. But let's also applaud where they're doing right, where they're doing good. We cannot just say everything is bad when we are living a privileged life. I don't want to lie, guys. I live in Cape Town. Those that live in Cape Town will tell you this is first, a first world city. This is a world class city, right? We may not be living first world lives, all of us in the Western Cape, right? But the honest truth is that the quality of life in Cape Town is bar none, almost bar none within South Africa and within the broader context of Africa. After 30 years of freedom, we're still enjoying beautiful benefits, even though we've experienced a decline in certain things or in a lot of things. But there's still that high level of quality of life. And we need to applaud them for that. Both African countries after independence, 10, 15 years after independence. Jeez, hard to believe that they're even still standing, but they are. Some miracles, but I don't know how they standing because the economies have totally just flopped, dropped, disappeared, decimated, gone. You know, we still have good primary health care in South Africa. Maybe expensive, but we still have. Most African countries, their own leaders have to go overseas for basic operations. Yeah, we do it within our own country. Let me know what you think about this topic. Was I on the money or did I totally miss it with this one? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know, family, right? Hello.